Hey guys, what's going on? I haven't decided how much I'm going to use the what it is anymore. I still want to use it for brand recognition, but I'm back to the road down bipolar, so I don't really know how much I'll use it, but I will still on occasion. So what it is! So it's been about 5 days since I did a video. And when we last left each other, there was a lot of mental chaos going on, as usually tends to occur with Mikey. And I kind of want to give you guys a recap of what's been up. I know some people were begging for a video for some reason. But so the last 5 days or so, the giant, as we like to call him, has not been in the cave. So he's been in the institute. And that's all I really am going to say about that. He was having a hard time, so. So we have been giantless for a while. I wondered if that would change my mental state, if it would make it better, worse, if I'd worry about him. The bottom line is really neither has occurred. I have been so anxious lately that I haven't really been thinking a whole lot about it. Most of my time is spent almost 24/7 worrying about my anxiety that is still out of control. I still haven't gotten it patted down yet. I haven't buttoned down the hatches. So I am in major quandary mode still. As I talked to you guys about, I was thinking about taking Seroquel and this heart med, and what I was going to do with Xanax. I wonder if there are any other anxiety drugs out there I could try. I've come to some conclusions. Number one, I don't know. I don't think the Seroquel now is the right thing to do for me. And I know a lot of my friends out there, some of you watching this, really love the drug. I'm just saying I need to get my anxiety under control really before I get my mood disorder crap out of the way, because anxiety is what's driving the wagon like 98% right now. So we come to, what do I do then? Well, let me just tell you this little part. I am still seeing things at night. In fact, a couple nights ago, I saw 2 personages in the room. And this time they weren't straight ahead of me. They were actually off to the left and toward the bedroom door. And they looked totally normal this time. There was no Pennywise features or anything. They looked a little taller than usual, but they looked totally normal, like even modern, honestly, the way they were dressed and styled and everything. So there was a man and a woman. I really only remember the man because what I did was I turned over and I saw them, and then I was like, I can't do this tonight. And so then I just turned right back over and looked the other way. Now, there is something that's going on with these visitations. And, you know, I just was thinking I could write it off as hallucinations from Xanax. But I'm not so sure, actually. And the reason I say that is twofold. Number one, I have a feeling every night that they come, I get a feeling before they come. In other words, I don't just wake up and see something there. I sense when I go to bed that something is present. And that means it's probably hours before I actually see it. Number two, I start to see, you know, when you take it, like maybe you've watched a video, or if you're old enough, you've actually seen how when an old film that's the tape film runs out, or if they like do a burning effect to it and it disappears, just kind of crumbles and disintegrates. I get something like that every time I sense the presence of these figures. I can see green yellowish lights. My wife thinks they're orbs. I don't know if orbs need to be round, but I see them every single time before these entities show up. And sometimes I see one, sometimes I see a couple, and they can move into different places really fast, like boom, 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 and appear. I don't know if they're like flying back and forth, but they like come and go, boom, 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 boom. And so I don't know what to think of it. I've looked into what my religion thinks of the situation, and I don't know. I don't know if it's Xanax. My wife thinks maybe the Ambien is causing this, but I'm just not so convinced they're just hallucinations. Now, let me hit you with the big bombshell I was telling Blursy I was going to reveal. I was at my mom's house last Friday with my son while he was doing some work for her, and she proceeded to tell me after 49 years of living that my dad's mom had hallucinations. And what she always used to say about them was, but they look so real. So kind of interesting on that. I wish you would have told me sooner. My aunt also had hallucinations, but she was full-on schizophrenic. I think she would put Blursy to shame. She was usually locked up because of all the things that she was thinking. So that side of the family, there is a lot of mental illness. So the reality that these could probably just be hallucinations, I mean, the precedent is set. Obviously, it's in my genetic makeup. But I'm just wondering, because of the feelings I also get before they come, the orb things I see before they come. Last night was a different experience. So the two that I saw was a couple nights ago. Last night, I could sense all kinds of activity in the room, but I didn't see any apparitions. I could sense that it felt like there were a bunch of them in there. So it kind of freaked me out because both ways I turned, like if I just turn away from them, usually they'll disappear on their own. Last night, each way I turned, I felt like I could like feel their presence. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of all that. So back to the mental, well, probably is mental illness related, but back to the other stuff. So I have not taken Xanax for several days because I wanted to see if the hallucinations or whatever they are would go away. They have not. But I don't think Xanax is good for me because it made me, I realize it made me really bitter and like really, it made me feel weird. And I don't know if that's a side effect that would go away over time, but I just didn't feel right. Like I felt panic and like extreme worry and things that I haven't felt before. And I'm actually wondering if I've been feeling a little better the last couple of days. My anxieties aren't nearly as bad. So I've been wondering about that. My doctor's out of town until Thursday, so I have a couple days to make up my mind on the Seroquel, on the heart med. They're just both things I don't know if I need, if this is all anxiety related. That's really what I'm wondering. So anyway, I have Thursday to figure everything out. I hope everybody's doing good. I've been thinking about y'all. I've just been in a dark place, and I can't even freaking like have peace when I go to bed. So, I mean, it's been tough. Anyway, I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're taking care. Special shout out to the Blursy, man. You've been there, right there with me, my brother, and I really appreciate it when I've really needed a good friend. You have definitely been there. Word to the boy. Island Girl, you've been there as well. Thanks so much. It means a ton to your boy. All right, guys. Talk to you next time.